Good morning. Everybody around here loves to exercise early in the morning. So I was up at like 4:45 and I couldn't get back to sleep. I don't know why that keeps happening to me, but it does. And I wanted to talk today about dealing with the discomforts of this lifestyle and things I'm doing to tweak it. So, and I always want to be upfront and honest with you because some of you might want to come out here and try this. And it's very rewarding through all the trials and tribulations, through all the hardships and discomforts. It is so rewarding. If you could see what I'm seeing right now, and I'm just at the visitor center, okay? I'm like, this is such a perfect setup for me, and I'll show you in a short afterwards. There's tables, garbage, beautiful, beautiful view of a river. Yeah, the Northwest is pretty striking, guys. Pretty striking. Everything I need is like right here in the visitor center. I just love it. So anyhow, last night, I was going to go up to a dispersed camping area, but I wasn't going to have any cell service, and I don't like that. But I'm in a much cooler town now, and oh my goodness, the town I was in was so hot. It was so dreadful, so this is what I did. Now, I'm trying to overcome my discomforts as much as humanly possible. So one thing that I did is I went and I bought the Serenity 8-inch memory foam mattress from Walmart. I was heading to Bonnie's when I saw my favorite parking spot where there's 2 shade trees and shade all day long. So I pulled in there because I was like, how am I going to do this? There's no room at Bonnie's rental. No area. Oh, she's walking her dog. Everybody likes to walk or run or bike around here, except for the tourists and fancy cars. They're probably going hiking though. So anyway, the parking is so bad in the town she lives in. It's ridiculous. And you have to have permits to park on the side of the road when you have a rental or a home on that road. That's how congested it is. It's so congested. Only certain hours can you park on the road. And there was nowhere to I knew what I had to do. I had to open the box, undo the new mattress, and let it puff up a little bit, and then get the old bedding out of here. And I'm like, there's no way I can do that at Bonnie's. So I'm going toward Bonnie's place, and I see that parking lot. I've slept there several times, and I've parked under those shade trees at the bank parking lot. And it was a Saturday, so no one was around, so I pulled right up into the shady spot. It's like 2 spots, so I pull into one spot, and I leave the other shady spot open so I can work. I took my flat sheet and I laid it down on the parking, on the, space right next to me. And then I attempted to open that box. Let me tell you, that box, tamper resistant, okay? It took me 15 minutes to get the dang thing open. And, I'm really straining because my back and my wrists, they're not good, but I did it. I did it, guys. I did it on my own. Very proud of myself. So then what happened? So, the thing is wrapped in so much plastic. I get the outer bag off of it, and then you have to, slice along the vacuum sealed portion. And as I'm trying to roll it out, and I did that on the sheet, and then I start slicing the plastic off, it starts puffing up. So I cut a square and I folded it off so I'd have a place to put this bedding. but I still got the sheet a mess. But I messaged Bonnie and let her know. And I was able to do all that in the parking lot. Then I got my new mattress on my frame. I put the old mattress and the topper on top of that, drove over to Bonnie's, very easily got it into her garage. And yeah, that was big. I'm so happy. And I slept on that mattress the first time last night, and it's good. It's good. I no longer feel like I'm going to roll off or, fall into the crevice, because it covers the whole frame, and it's very firm. It's a medium firm, I read online, because it doesn't say on the box. Coffee. I don't think this is warm enough yet. Nope. It takes a while. This takes almost an hour to heat water to where I like it. But, getting back to, the discomforts of this life. So in the documentary Without Bound, first time I saw Bob Wells, he said, it's a trade-off. If you want comforts, you lose some freedoms. If you want freedom, you lose some comforts. And that's a fact, especially in doing this, in taking a alternative way of life or travel. But I'm not a rich person. Would I like to check into hotel? Not really, because you got to bring all your stuff with you, and then you got to bring it all back out again. And when you're mobility challenged, it's a hardship just getting in and out of that hotel. Once you're in, it's great, yeah. Or you could, like reduce your stuff and just have a small bag. But I have supplements and stuff, and I have certain, medicines, and, just Tylenol, and what else? Well, edibles, but I'm not taking those. I haven't in a while. Why won't this sip? Oh, it ain't open. Okay, well, that makes sense. I'm drinking lukewarm coffee. So, yeah, and then I went to, okay, so I got that done, and I barely made it to the Y. They had locked the front doors, and I'm banging on it. I'm like, oh, please, I said, please come to the door. She was and she came, and she said, sure, you can come in. I said, look, 5 minutes, I need a shower. I know I just got half an hour till closing. They locked the doors, like a half an hour before closing. And I showered up, because, guys, after that, I was literally just dripping sweat down my body. It was hot, in that Colorado mountain sun is so intense. I just had my groceries in the cart outside my van for maybe 3 minutes. And everything was warm, including my salad that I had brought for lunch. I haven't been able, my U-card isn't working. I don't know what's going on with my food stamp card, but I get a refill on the 16th, though I hear there's been some serious issues across the nation with Medicaid and SNAP. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. But, the sun feels so warm and good. It can either feel delightful or it can feel oppressive, this sun up here. But, yeah, so it's a trade-off. Comforts versus freedom. And I don't have the kind of money to rent an Airbnb or to get a hotel every night or even to go camping. Even the state parks are $28 a night here. And there's no discount for old people or cripples. So, yeah. I wonder if I stirred this up from the bottom. Nah. It's getting warmer. So I felt like cereal and milk for breakfast. And so I bought the Great Value knockoff of the Special K with strawberries. And I bought a bag of powdered milk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little bottom cup to this, very convenient, and I use it to bail out the water in the cooler bag from the block ice melting. Though I doubt it melted a lot last night. Whew, it was chilly. Not freezing temperatures, though. About 47, 45 at night. And I can deal with that. When it gets to 40, it's a little uncomfortable, so I woke up and at 4:45, and I guess my feet and my legs had been out of the covers because they were like ice. And I shut my fans off because I have them blowing in the beginning of the evening. This van had heated up so badly, and I got lost on a dirt road. I went up to this little town because I was looking for cooler climes after I took my shower at the Y. And I went up, way up, and there was nothing there. There was a bridge and maybe a little walking thing. There was a post office, and there was a little mercantile shop. And I'm like, there's nowhere to park. There's nowhere for anything. I can't stay here. But it was in a national forest, so there was lots of turnouts, and I could have parked there, but I was starving. I needed food. So I kept traveling. It got lost on that road, and I had to flag a guy down. So I'm at a crossroads, no signs, left or right, and I'm like, I need a compass. I need a compass. I think I have a compass with me, don't I? Can't remember. Anyway. So I flagged him down. The first guy just kind of looked at me and he kept going. Then the second guy, and I'm really frantically waving, and he stops. I said, I'm so sorry to bother you, sir. I said, I'm lost. I said, could you tell me what would happen if I go that way? And I point to my right. And he says, oh, that would be blah, blah, blah. And I said, that'll work. Thank you so much. And again, I'm so sorry to have bothered you. And he said, no. Good luck. And I went on my way, and here I am to the town he told me about. And so it worked out so well because I was going to go off again, up even higher into the mountains, into an area that has no cell service. And I don't like that. Being the age that I am and the health issues that I have, because, like, I really don't know if one day I just will stop being able to walk. It's a possibility. And because of that, I need to be near services if something should go amiss. So I'm heading toward that area, but I'm still in the middle of town. And I see a major hotel chain. And I said, I'm going to turn around and go back and look at that parking lot and see what's available. And it's so perfect because not only was it a huge parking lot, which you don't see in these congested areas, there was a little office next to it with more parking. And so I parked there for the night, and I think I'm going to be parking there for the next 3 or 4 nights because I don't want to go back down into that other town that Bonnie lives in until Bonnie returns, or there's supposed to be one cooler day coming, and I'll probably go back off of this mountain and over to there so I can go use the Y, take another shower. So yeah, it's inconvenient. I bought myself a small little dish pan. It's like a little mini one. And I'm going to use that for bathing myself and put a little water and that no rinse soap. And I'll just, wash myself off every 2 days. And then, but I always use wipes. I use wipes in the areas you need to use wipes every day. And so I do that daily. Because, you get sweaty, you get sticky, you need to wipe down sometimes. And sometimes I do it several times a day, depending on, I'm a bit of a clean freak fanatic type thing. So, and that's why I have to straighten this out, because it's making me crazy. It's totally unorganized, and I'm like, no, this cannot do. This will not do. So, I guess what I'm going to do next is throw my garbage away and make myself some instant milk. Where is that instant milk anyway? Where did I put that? It must be in the other bag. What did I do with the other bag? I don't even know. That's how disorganized I am. I've lost my other bag. Oh, I think it's over there by the door. And oh my goodness, I have my fan hanging right in front of that door. So, yeah, I got more S-hooks too, and they come in so handy. You could just like hang a bag up so you get it out of your way. And I hung my fans up, and yeah, I got to do some organizing under the bed. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Today, I'm just going to mosey around. I'm probably going to stay here for a while. See if I can... I really don't feel like setting up the stove and the propane. I wonder if I have 2 cookers. I have a Hot Logic and one that Maggie bought me for Christmas. And I'm thinking of trying hers. It's a little bit bigger. And maybe I could cook the potatoes and the onions and the garlic. What was I saying? Oh no, I'm too tired. Maybe I could cook those up first. Yeah, I could do that right here. Just chop it up, and I have a cutting board in the back of the... Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I gotta get my act together, because I'm gonna need to get a hold of the kitchen box, and everything's on top of that right now. So I gotta figure out a way to redo this whole setup. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Another day in paradise. Considering all the discomforts, guys, nothing compares with the beauty and the adventure, the trials and tribulations. I still have a problem with my AC and my cooling system. But you know what? As long as I leave the AC off, I'm good. So I'll hang out in this cool mountain town and just see how I do. All right, then. Don't be afraid, and don't settle for less. Don't you do it. There's always a way out. I gotta get that across to my daughter, Rachel. Bye.